Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Moose Minute Project. Back at normal time due to the fact that I am back on a work schedule. Thank Jacob again for the time off. It was great. Had a lot of fun. A lot of time spent with family, making memories, and welcoming in 2025, where I have decided I am going to continue moving forward, trying to be the best person that I can be the best friend I can be, or supportive person I can be, I guess, more than anything. And thank you to those that have keep tuning in periodically, or however you want to do it, and maybe you get something out of this, or maybe you don't. But it's good for me. I'm gonna do it no matter what. Do I like when I see quite a few viewers versus no viewers? Absolutely. But it's still for me. And so comes the title today, Are You Fulfilling Your Commitment? Whether that's to your spouse, to your job, to life in general, are you fulfilling your commitment to whoever you've made that to? If you're working for someone, are you doing everything you can to reach your potential, to become the best salesperson you can become, to the best manager you can become? Whatever that may be, are you taking the steps? Are you learning class? Are you going to different classes? Are you studying things? Are you looking at other dealerships or other businesses that you're similar to? If you're in the bar and restaurant business, do you go to other ones to see how people that are considered to be really successful and good, are you going to those? Are you doing those things to be the best you can be? And are you being the boss that everybody wants you to be? It's just one of those things. So I'm curious, are you meeting your commitments? As a boss, are you going through getting to know everyone, getting to understand what makes all your employees tick? Or do you go to your office and that's where you go? Especially if you have people working under you. Is your name on the sign? And I don't mean that to be I'm just using that as is your name on the sign to where you are the one? You are the one, I sign the checks. So people report to me. No, not necessarily. I think there's more to that story too. I think you have to be just as involved, if not more involved, on learning what your janitor needs and wants to be appreciated, to be part of the team, what makes them tick. Maybe it's not money. Everybody thinks that money makes people tick. Money makes people have to go to work, or not. If you've got plenty of it, maybe you don't have to go to work. Maybe it's just the next project you invest in, or whatever it may be. But money, a lot of times, just makes people chase things more. And it's used to dangle the carrot. Time off is important to people. Being able to go see family at events is important to people. Feeling part of the team is important to people. Taking care of the cancers inside your business that keeps trying to push through people and ruin the atmosphere under the roof. Have you ever been to those businesses where you can tell there's a black cloud inside? You can tell there's a black cloud that hangs low, and it's because of personnel. It's because those little cancers aren't taken care of. Or the boss or the main owner is allowed to treat people with disrespect, with not taking people's dignity in mind. Do they go through and say hi to everybody every day, or is it the only time you get to hear from them is when they're pissed off and want to express that it's your fault or whatever, who else's fault it is? If you're that type of boss, that black cloud is you, and your supporting cast, whoever that may be. But if you don't allow your supporting cast to get rid of employees that cause problems, if you're micromanaging, you're the problem. Let people manage. If you have managers, let them manage. Let them go and do their thing. So if you are committed, and this goes from team sports to whatever it was, my mom always made me say, if I started basketball in a season, no matter how hard it got, no matter how much I hated it, you will complete that year. So if I started my junior year, yep, I'm finishing my junior year. I quit band my senior year because I really wanted to quit my junior year. But Mom said, nope, you're going to play through. All right. So then finally my senior year came and I quit. I think a lot of times we don't do that anymore. We can say we're going to do stuff, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. And then it's just, not today. I'll find somebody else to do that. I'll find somebody else to do this. Make sure you fulfill your commitment. Make sure that you are there for that person or those persons. If it's a team event, whatever it may be, make sure you are there to fulfill your commitment. The commitment I've made to my mom, that I will do whatever I can do to raise funds for Alzheimer's, to raise awareness for Alzheimer's. I'm making more of a commitment than that on that subject because that's what I made to my mom than I do with the stroke part of it with me. I don't do a lot of the legwork or research or anything on strokes, and I had one. But I made a commitment to my mom that I would raise funds and awareness for Alzheimer's, and I continue to do that. If you're going to make commitments to people, and you are going to say, here's what I'm going to do. I am going to do this, this, and this, make damn sure you do it. There's only one way that you can lose the respect of a lot of people in a short amount of time is by not fulfilling your commitments. Just like I have made an agreement with Jacob to come and sell things and to do the things. If I just periodically show up or every now and then I'm just not going to be there and I work 3/4 of the time, that's not a commitment I should be proud of or just say, okay, yep, see, I'm doing what I can or whatever. No. I made a commitment to him that I am going to sell turns. So whether I'm on my day off or it's 10 o'clock at night, if I see things online that people have responded, I respond. I take the time after business hours to do that. I talk to people a lot about those kind of things. I made a commitment to my wife to be there no matter what. Through thick and thin, and there's been some thin times and been some very frustrating times, to be there. And so is she. She's made that commitment to me. And yes, we've had rough times, and so what married couple hasn't, though? It'd be a lot easier probably for both of us just to say, you know what, when the rough time shows up, see you later, done. But that's not what it's about. The commitment is made. You're supposed to be there through thick and thin, sick, ill, healthy, rich, poor, whatever it may be. When you make those commitments, make damn sure you follow through with each and every one of those commitments. That's all I have to say to that. Other than that, the sun is coming up today in Boscobel. The sky is beautiful here. So I just feel that a lot of times people make commitments and they are wondering why people are frustrated, why people want change. If you make a commitment, follow through with those commitments. And don't be surprised if you don't follow through, that changes come, that changes happen, because people want you to be following through. And they want something that is stable and trustworthy. If you were a great friend and when times come, all of a sudden, and I'm using, so the great friend part, if you think you're a great friend, but all of a sudden your buddy's going through hell and back, and things aren't going right, and I don't want to hear from him, so you push the ignore on the phone, or you swipe the other way, or you see somebody calling, you're like, no, I can't answer the phone call. Are you really a great friend? No, you're not. A great friend will answer that phone call, no matter what time of day it is, no matter what time or what is going on. They will answer that phone call, or at least respond to, hey, you know what, I'm busy right now. I will call you back as soon as I can. So if you send that message, I will call you back as soon as I can, you better follow through with that. So that's the Moose Minute today. I just think it was important for me to go through, because I think a lot of times, whether it's your kids, whatever, if you're a son or a daughter and your parents message you or call you, at least give the respect to message them back saying, hey, you know what, I've been swamped. I'm sorry. What's going on? How can I help you? You never know what each and every day is going to bring. Trust me, I'm seeing more and more of that in my life, and especially as you get older. When I was in the teens and 20s, not so much. I didn't see a whole lot of it. I did what I wanted. I went where I wanted, whatever happened. Never been wealthy to do everything I wanted, but didn't hold me back either. Kind of like now, I'm not what I would call super rich, but I can do things. So follow through with your commitments. And if you have to, especially since we all have smartphones now, there's a calendar in your phone that you can say, hey, on this day, set the alarm. I'm going to call so-and-so to check in, or I'm going to do this, or by the end of the week, I'm going to have 10 sales. Well, if you're going to have 10 sales, you better know how you're going to do it and what it's going to take to get there. So, thank you all for tuning into the Moose Minute Project. I think Mom's looking down on me today. I can see clear skies and everything else. She's watching me every day. And thank goodness, because Roxanne needs some help with that, I'm sure. So take care. I hope 2025 is starting off okay for you, and that you have a blessed 2025 in general. They go fast. 2024 went pretty quick. Had some rough stuff, but overall the year went fast. Don't know where time goes. It's just crazy. But we'll see where times take us from here. And have a great day. And as always, take time to bless somebody today. And we'll see how things go from there. We'll see you tomorrow morning with another Moose Minute Project.